The following is a presentation of TFNN. It is now time for the Diagnostic Trading Hour with your host, Darrell Martin. Now, Darrell Martin.
All right, folks, welcome on back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. I'm your host, Darrell Martin, right here on TFNN. Don't forget, you can listen to us online at TFNN.com on Tiger TV, or check us out anywhere on your mobile phone at TFNN.mobi. Let's check out where the markets are right now. We got the S&P down 7 points. We got the Nasdaq down almost 2 points right now. The Russell is down 3.5, almost 4 points on the day. Dow is pushing negative 50 points, and maybe a little further. We'll see where it's at right now, but it looks like a lot of them are bouncing on back up. We got gold right now is down about 6 points on the day. We got silver down about 1/3%, not moving that much. Copper down a little over 0.5%, and we have oil down $1.32. Oil's moving over 1% on the day right now. We got natural gas down 1.87%, so it's moving down almost down 2% on the day on natural gas. Corn's just up a couple ticks right now, barely moving at all. And we got soybeans down nearly 8 points, about 0.5% on the day. Euro dollar currently down 19 pips. Pound dollar is up 58 with Aussie dollar up 50. Euro yen's currently down 84 pips. They got US yen down 44 and pound yen only down 31. Dollar CAD's down 27 and dollar franc is flat on the day. Basically just down one little pip. So that's pretty much it right there. That's our market wrap where everything's sitting on that. We got news coming out this week. What news is coming out? What's going to make things move? What has been coming out? Let's check it out. Let's put a plan together. Let's see if there's anything we need to be aware of, take advantage of, or avoid. So as we're going through and look at some of the trade possibilities. Well, this morning we had a lot of Euro announcements come out. We had the French flash manufacturing PMI, usually not a big mover. German flash does have usually a bit of an impact. We also had the German flash manufacturing PMI and services PMI. And then we have the Euro one, which is also usually a very moderate, small impact, come out as well, because most of the information is known by the time it's released. And then Draghi came out and made a little speech this morning at 9 a.m., and that was just one announcement after the other this morning over on the Euro. And so quite a bit of possibilities there, different, basically just impacts on the Euro that you should have expected. And that's one thing I talked about last week. I said, look for a lot of movement on the Euro dollar. And so we did get that movement right there, and it started right here early in the morning. Let's zoom in. We'll check it out, but we got to move down basically from pretty high up here. Let's see, let me back out a little bit more. There we go. And so you can see that started out right around, had the support line. It sort of broke right off of it early in the morning, and it moved on down, right down to half a deviation before pulling right back up. And so just a nice half deviation move and a bounce right off of it. But again, all of that being news out of Europe. The German flash manufacturing was negative. The French flash manufacturing was negative. The European overall flash manufacturing was negative. So all three of those really weighed on the market. And then Draghi comes around 9 a.m. He starts talking, and things start bouncing around a little bit. And, just does his thing, I guess you could say. And but, he basically said that the ECB is going to be offering more long-term loans if needed, and that they're the LTROs, what they call them, but they're standing by and ready to, make things happen. Anything and everything that is necessary to print infinity and beyond, he's on board, with the whole, all the Fed crews teaming up on that mantra. So basically just weaken the euro quite a bit. But the dollar also just being very weak because of all the stuff that came out last week. So both of them, you're not really seeing a major impact in movement between the euro and the dollar simply because of that fact. And let's see here if there's a few more things I can pull up. We'll check it out. But that was the main thing right there was going to be over there on the euro itself. And let's see, what do we got? We got Draghi. We got... That's it. we got a few FOMC members going to come out and talk today. Also, the U.S. flash manufacturing came out this morning negative. That was released before the market opened at 8:30, or 9, I guess it was actually 9 a.m. So it was actually shortly before the market opened there, and market to see the head on down and filled in all the gaps across the board on all the indices. We got a nice gap fill plays you're going to take advantage of. So hopefully you did. And I talked about last week how to do those on the show, where you could play them. And with Nadex with defined risk. So if you were watching those shows, or go back and check them out. I talked about a bull bear binary hour and talked about it on my show as well. But you can use those binaries to have all day to play the gaps. And if you did so, you would have had some nice profits in the process. A lot of things leading up to those profits being those trades being a good potential trade. But they were all good trades, all closed down, went really well. Let's see here for tonight. You got one of the MPC members speaking over in Britain. Let's see, what else do we got? We're going to have really nothing else major tonight. You'll have the German IFO business climate coming out tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. That'll affect the euro. Expect a 20 to 30 pip move after 4 a.m., between 4 and 5 a.m., based on what comes out of that. You'll then have core retail sales coming on out of Canada. Is that a great news trade? Not really, no. About 40% of the time it breaks 50 pips. The average move, though, is 63. What does that tell you? That tells you when it moves a lot, but often it doesn't move that much because, again, only 40% of the time does it move more than 50 pips. But the average move from high to low is 63. So, if you're going on a pure 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio, those big moves would probably balance you out. But still, it's just not going to, 60% of the time, it's not going to make it. So, unless you're going for greater than a 1-to-1 risk reward, you're probably going to be losing on the trade. Would not suggest it. You could butterfly it into it. On the dollar CAD, we have 90 minutes before the dollar CAD comes out, you have a 35 pip range. 60 minutes before it comes out, you have a 30 pip range, and 20 minutes before it comes out, you have a 20 pip range. The problem with trying to butterfly this kind of report is you're going to have to go in and try to do more of an iron condor that expires like at 8 o'clock. Because you can't really do a binary butterfly simply because of the fact that binaries don't expire until 10 a.m. So you really won't have a great opportunity to binary butterfly that trade. Now, there is another trade coming out. Let's see, you're going to have, new home sales. Let's see, when is that going to be? That'll be on Wednesday. We'll have the U.S. new home sales. That is a trade you could do. But again, it's not a great straddle or strangle trade. Usually, there's no pair getting greater than a 50% probability of breaking 50 pips. So a few of them do break 50 pips. The one that's actually the worst is the dollar yen. 0% of the time has it broken 50 pips in the last 2 years on that announcement. The average range from high to low is 38 pips after the announcement. So you could actually binary butterfly that puppy into the news as well as before the news. So it has a lot of trade possibilities with that only 40 pip range on it, meaning high to low. So you go, if you can get one that's 20 pips above and below, and put that thing on like maybe at 9 o'clock for an 11 o'clock expiration, then you could have yourself a nice trade set up. And now expect it to fly up and then come back down. That's usually what's going to happen. Okay, you're going to get a nice little retrace on it, and that retrace is where you're probably going to be able to go in and take your profit on the trade. Now, 9 minutes before, the dollar yen moves about 30 pips. It moves 25 pips 60 minutes before, and it moves about 15 pips 30 minutes before. Okay, so that's basically the ranges on the dollar yen. Again, that's 30, 25, and 15, respectively, for 90, 60, and 30 minutes before, with about like to the tick 38 pips. You could round it off to 40, a range after the news, 2 hours after it, so leading up to 12 o'clock. Okay, and so if you can do binary butterflies before and after, that's probably your best play out of all the pairs that are out there for you to be able to take advantage of. Now, let's see, what else? That's really, by the way, those are the only two statistically tradable trades this week. So it is a light news week as far as statistically tradable butterflies, straddles, strangles. Everything else is just too completely sporadic. But let's see what else we got going on. We're going to have consumer confidence come out at 10 a.m. Tomorrow as well. So expect a little bit of volatility on that. That also can have a little bit of an upset. 2 or 3 point upset on the indices. So maybe it's trending up or trending down, and it could reverse on you for a few points, but then go back in its trend. Expect that to happen. If let's say the market's trending in one way and the report comes out in the opposite direction, don't expect it to make the market do a complete about face. But what I will see happen is like market's trending down. We saw this the other day. I want to say it was Thursday. And market was trending down. We had some positive news come out. Market popped up for a couple points, about 15, 20 minutes, and then went ahead and resumed the downtrend again. So be looking for things like that. Now, to accelerate the trend, of course, if it's with the trend, but if it's against the trend, expect it to go counter trend for 10 to 30 minutes, and then pull on back on your indices. What else do we got? We got a bunch of FOMC members speaking just all across the board. Britain at 1 o'clock. We got the U.S. FOMC member, Georgia, speaking at 1 o'clock. New Zealand will have trade balance coming out at 6:45. Not a big mover. So there's going to be a financial stability review coming out, economic conditions, and look for any possible strains and imbalances for monetary policy. So they've been doing this since 2004. So expect that could have a bit of an impact actually on the Aussie because again it impacts monetary policy. So that'll happen tomorrow night at 9:30 on the Aussie. Again, most of these things when I say could have an impact, I'm looking at like a 20 or 30 pip impact. I'm looking on over. What else we got? Core durable good orders coming out of the U.S. at 8:30. And, we already talked about new home sales. So core durable goods should not be a major mover right there. New home sales. Again, we talked about the dollar yen being sort of the best play. Looking over at Thursday, we got current account coming out Britain at 4:30. Again, that 10, 20 pips, probably nothing major. Like you wouldn't even know the news came out. On Thursday, we'll have the unemployment claims will come on out. That unless that number is really off from expectations, and I mean a lot, usually there is little to no impact on the market on unemployment claims right now. So, and that does change. Every once in a while, unemployment claims can really have some great impacts, but right now, just nothing. Pending home sales. Pending home sales coming out at 10 a.m. That'll obviously have a little impact on the economy. Again, that whole possible counter trend thing. Keep that in mind. Get a few points on the indices, 20, 30 pips on dollar pairs out there. And then FOMC members speaking at 10:10. They're doing all their little speeches. Man, they're just lining up like crazy lately. And then another one speaking at 9:15. Friday, let's see here. What do we got? We got Draghi going to come out and talk again at 5 a.m. So again, that could cause some volatility in the euro. Expect that. And then we have literally, FOMC member Evans is going to speak at 5:45. Going to speak again at 10:45. Dudley, FOMC member, is going to speak at 2 o'clock. Rosengren is going to speak at 8:30. So a bunch of FOMC member speeches. And we're going to have, revised University of Michigan consumer sentiment reports along with my core PCE price index. Nothing major. So, again, just a very light news week for the entire week. And which can sort of be nice. Because you can follow the market and not have all the fundamentals. Of course, we'll be looking for congressional headlines about budgets coming out. Is the one thing that we got to be aware of. But beyond that, not too many fundamentals should be in your way. Just follow the charts. We'll be right back after this break.
Who says you can't take it with you? TFNN says you can. With your mobile device and TFNN's live radio streams, TFNN has put it all in the palm of your hands. No special apps to download. No subscription fees for live radio or Tiger TV streams. We say you can.
Now let's go over to the dollar, because the dollar is going to be the generator. It is the generator of basically higher dollar, lower market. And what the dollar has done, and this whole uptrend, folks, has just gone sideways. The way it works, folks, is this.
We say you can. The Tiger Financial News Network. Smart investors and professional traders know you can. TFNN.com. Educating investors. with the launch of Tiger TV. TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, David White, Larry Pezzamento, Andy Hecht, Victor Jones, or Darrell Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing.
McEwen Mining is a high-growth, mid-tier producer in the Americas with a market capitalization of $1 billion. Experienced mining executive Rob McEwen, as chairman, CEO, and president, owns 25% of the outstanding shares of McEwen Mining and has put in place an ambitious business plan with the goal of qualifying for inclusion in the S&P 500 by 2015. With $70 million in cash and liquid assets as of the end of 2012 and completely debt-free, McEwen Mining is poised for growth. Production in 2013 is forecasted to grow at 24%, reaching 130,000 gold equivalent ounces, and over the next 3 years, McEwen Mining projects that their production will increase to 290,000 gold equivalent ounces, almost a threefold increase from last year's totals. If you'd like to find out more about McEwen Mining, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE or TSX under the symbol MUX.
Patterns, profits, and peace of mind.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pezzamento's trading newsletter.
Patterns, profits, and peace of mind.
In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the Forex market, and more. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you the edge you've been looking for. Try Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind absolutely free for 2 full weeks. That's an $85 value. Yours free when you register right now.
Get Larry's Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind.
And get the edge you've been looking for.
Investors, Taz Market Research delivers to its subscribers expert commentary on the analysis of 15 different markets each day. Get this invaluable and timely information through the daily market research videos Taz Market Research produces each day before 9 a.m. The video analysis will include reports on currencies, interest rates, indices, metals, energies, grains, and more. You'll be able to gauge where high profitability setups are in each of the markets. Receive a free 2-week trial subscription to Taz Market Research videos on the front page of TFNN.com. Darrell takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
All right, folks, we'll come on back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour, checking out some diagnostic deviation levels. Look at that pound dollar. Moving on up there to half a deviation, on up to 0.7. And then doing a little bounce up between 0.5 and 0.7, bouncing off of it over and over again. Now sitting right there at 0.7 deviation levels on the day. And let's pull on up. Let's check and see. I don't know if we're going to find anything this late in the hour here, but we'll see if we can find anything. Are there any potential trades on gold here with just a couple minutes left for us to be able to hop in? Might be able to find something. And so we'll see if we can pull up, like I said, anything on here that might work for us. Give me 1 second. And there we go. Drag that on to the screen over here. And so you can see the scanner as well. Right there. And we'll pull that on up. And what I do is I just hop on, log in, I go to the binary scanner, and once you pulled it up, you can choose live or demo at the top, put your default quantity in that you want to use, and then put in for, if you want to do premium collection, do 65 to 95, and then bring this thing on down right here to the next 15 minutes, because that's all we're looking for Then scroll on down and select your market. So you got gold and silver. We got those selected. See a couple of them, but they're really, I don't know, really not worth the risk at this moment. There's only like, $7 or $8 of potential profit in there. Not a trade I would want to put my money on. Too small. But I can keep them up. I can look at them. Every once in a while, man, you'll see something spike right up there, right at the end, and it could actually be a good trade. So, anyways, but that's how we pull those up. Like I said, nothing on silver, and gold is pretty tight there. It's just barely moving at all. And it's trying to look and go, you know what, based on that, can we do anything with it? You could butterfly, but you'd be talking $12. Still wouldn't really be worth it. I like about $30 for any kind of butterflies that I'm going to do. And we also have gold right now trading at 1326.4. So, it's a decent distance. It's just not enough money for your risk. So, at this point, no trade. And would not go near it, like I said, right now. And it's sort of nice because, like I said, it does all the risk management for you in the sense of all the calculations, like how much it's going to cost you. And you can switch back and forth between live and demo. And so that's one of the features that I really like, is just be able to go back and forth. So if you're wanting to practice, check things out, you can do that. And some of the questions I get, a question I got actually over in the help desk, if you're a diagnostic member, you can go in and you can ask questions. And one of the questions that came in is, how do I do stop losses and take profits? So, newer, just getting into it. And a couple things to point out is, one, definitely go in here to tutorials and check out the getting started section. We have, videos that are really important, but some of that is, we're going to go into some of the different techniques on using the scanner. So that's one thing you can use it for. But one of the other things is to go up here under the step-by-step application. So I do go in and I talk a little bit about the platform for you and put those pieces together. But let's dive directly into the scanner and let me show you, how do you do take profit orders. Obviously, I'm just going to demo this. So I'm going to throw on my demo account so I can just show you how to do it. How do you do take profit orders? How do you do stop loss orders using Nadex? I'll show you with not only the scanner but also the platform, just so you're aware how to edit orders in either one. So bring this on over here. And what we do, so I'll pick demo, and I'll do them on spreads and binaries. So we'll do an example on both of them. And so let's just say we go down here and we'll pick, an S&P contract. And I'm just randomly picking one right now just to show you how to put this together. So if I go in and let's say I sell the 2 o'clock binary for the 1695 S&P, saying the S&P will be below 1695 at 2 o'clock. It's pretty much right at 1695 at the moment. I click on the ticket, it automatically opens it up for me. Okay? So, and then go in, I click here, I can update the price, okay, or I can manually update it, and I can also change my quantity right inside the ticket, okay? So it'll default that quantity to whatever I put right here under Nadex quantity. And obviously I got to sell at the bid to get an immediate fill. I got to buy at the ask or the offer to get an immediate fill. I can try to play in between it. Market maker may or may not decide to take my order. Trader may or may not decide to take my order. Honestly, I usually don't. Now, when I trade vanilla call and put options, like on Apple or whatever, then, yeah, I'm going to go in, I'm going to play some market maker activity, or I'm going to get inside, I'm going to do some negotiation inside that bid-ask spread. It all depends upon the kind of contract you're trading, whether or not that's appropriate. And, do you care about the dollar so much that you don't want the trade if you can't get it? If you do, then don't take the trade, or put it in at, I'll sell at 46. But if you do put it in at 46, you're not going to get filled right away. You have to have somebody else take that trade. So you got to decide if that's worth it, because these are faster moving contracts. It's not like I'm doing a monthly spread here. So anyways, hold there. When we come back, I'll show you how to put take profit orders in that can work for you while you're away, and how to do stop losses as well. We'll be back right after this break.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped, and you have the ability of keeping your trades trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. With the stock market flirting with all-time highs and volatility back, now is the perfect time for a 2-week free trial to Market Insights. On Monday, June 24th, Tom O'Brien closed out all 5 open positions in his daily newsletter Market Insights, with all trades being profitable and ranging from a 2.23% gain all the way to more than an 11% gain in just one position for an incredible 32.7% profit combined between the 5 trades. Let Tom O'Brien's years of market experience work for you. If you'd like to see for yourself what kind of trading newsletter Tom O'Brien delivers to his clients each morning, then now is a perfect time to sign up for a 2-week free trial to his daily newsletter, Market Insights. In a volatile market like we currently have, the potential for fast market moves like we've seen recently is a trader's dream. So don't wait any longer. Sign up for your 2-week free trial to Market Insights today at the front page of TFNN.com. Andy Hecht, the host of the Commodities Hour, recently launched his newsletter service, the Technomental Commodity Report, and only 6 weeks in, Andy has already recorded a triple-digit winner. Andy advised his subscribers to purchase a long-term call option at 46 cents on July 11th, and then sent out a special update Friday, August 16th, advising his subscribers to close that position at $1.40. That's a 204% profit in just 5 weeks. The Technomental Commodity Report by Andy Hecht is released each Thursday morning, and right now you can get a month-long free trial to this subscription while locking in the low introductory rate of only $39 a month. Andy Hecht has been a commodities trader for over 3 decades. Let his experience work for you. Sign up for your month-long free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report today at TFNN.com. Darrell Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Darrell Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
All right, folks, we're going back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. And we're just checking out the scanners and looking at how everything works and putting pieces together. But the main thing I was wanting to teach you today was just showing you how the take profit orders work, and how you can manage them, whether it be in the scanner or anywhere, and just what do you do to put those pieces together. So what you're going to do is once you open a ticket up, so I'll show you. Let's just say we go over here on the indices and go to S&P 500, and we'll go to say 415, and we'll say, I don't know, we'll say we sell this contract right here at 16.96. Put that contract in. We'll sell one of those, place that order. Okay? So now it's filled. How do we do a take profit? So you can do this on the live scanner. You can do it on, the demo scanner. You can do it on the Nadex platform, demo or live platform. Inside the platform itself, under open positions, if you don't see it, just click here, and maybe you moved it down. And so you got to scroll, to see it, and you can move it back up, put it wherever you want it, okay? but just make sure you have that open positions open, and that little green arrow right next to open positions. Put that in there. So let's say I sold at $41, okay? Well, obviously you want to sell high and buy lower. All right, so if I want to buy back, say at 5, okay? So don't change your quantity, change your price, and I'll zoom in on that ticket, make it a little easier for you to see it there. There we go. So that little green arrow on the next to the open positions. So make sure to change your price, otherwise you're going to have like 5 contracts to buy, okay? And so we'll go in and buy, say 5 at $5. So buy that one back at $5. Hit place order. Now the order's been received and it's in working orders. Notice it's right here in the working orders, okay? And I can edit that order. I can make it buy at, say 10, and then say amend order. I could also cancel it by clicking that green arrow right next to working orders, okay? So whatever you want to do, you can edit it right there. Now let's see, I want to do a stop loss order. This is a little trickier, okay? Because you don't technically have stops on Nadex. All orders are limit orders. Now we are working on a plugin which will allow stop orders over on for the spread scanner that I have. But on the Nadex platform itself, they don't have and don't plan to have. So we do plan to have here within the next 90 days or less stoppability. But right now, how do you do stop orders? So you have to actually either one, you're not using a stop because your trade is your stop and your risk is capped and you don't have to worry about it. Or two, maybe the strategy, like you're doing a binary butterfly, you're doing an EPC, so you do need to use a stop. So in that case, on your open positions, you need to use an out of ticket window. See this little arrow right here? Click that, click tear off ticket. Okay? And then adjust it. So let's say I'm going to get out of this trade if the value gets up to, $50. Well, I got to put in my size when I do a tear off ticket, okay? And I also need to go in here and I need to change my price. I'm going to put it, say, like at 60. Okay? Why am I doing that? Well, the reason I'm doing it is because like if it gets to 50, let's say that's when I want to get out. All right? So I want to remember it's a limit order. It means at this price or better. So if it's at 50 and I say buy at 60, I'm going to get filled immediately. Okay, which is good. I want a market order, right? So I want a stop order, but it's not a stop limit. Okay, it's a stop market, so it's going to get me out like instantly. It's just a market order period. Is what you're really basically simulating here. So now, if I go in and put a stop order immediately at 60, it's going to immediately fill me at 40 right away. And I get that question too. So people go, "Why am I getting? Every time I put an order in, I get filled right away, and it didn't get to that price yet." Well, if I say buy at 60. It's a limit order, which means at this price. And they tell you right there in order type. It's not like it's it's not a secret. Limit. So if I put in an order to buy at 60, it's going to fill me immediately because it is better to buy at 38.50 than at 60 because you want to buy lower and you want to sell higher. So do not put an order in that you do not want to get filled. Okay? So very simple. Like now you can do the limit take profit order because it'd have to get down to 5. I want that to get filled. That's taking my profit. Okay? Or down to 10. That's taking profit. But if I don't want to get filled on my stop right now, I don't want to put this in. And so I'll have this up here. I'll have it floating around. I got my position in, and I sold it at $41. It's down to $38.50. If it gets down to say $10, then it'll automatically take profit for me, and I'm good. Now let's say it gets down. I'm up a few bucks on the trade right now. I just want to close it out. Well, I have my stop up, and let's just say I want to get out. So I hit place order. I'm out of the trade. Don't forget to go over here and cancel the remaining position, okay, the remaining order. Otherwise, you're going to end up buying at 10, which could work out great or could be a horrible trade, but it's not the trade that you're planning on doing. So don't forget to cancel that, to take profit order if you end up, taking a trailing stop or a stop loss order, okay? That's also how I do trailing stops. Same thing. I just have the ticket up, I wait, and when I want to get out, I hit the button. Now, so let's hop in another trade here. Let's show an example. So let's say I'm in a trade. Maybe I get in over on the platform. Maybe I get on the scanner or whatever. Anyways, I'm in this contract, and how would I do this if I was over inside, the scanner itself? So I scroll down here, and I click this button right here. So close at market. What that's going to do is it's going to open a ticket for me, okay, an out-of-ticket window already filled in. So just as if I had went over here and I had clicked, this arrow button and clicked tear off ticket and clicked buy, and then put in the price, and then put in the quantity. So just as if I'd done all that, okay, except for over here, it's sort of nice because I get to go in and I just click, the arrow, the little X right there. Boom. It opens it immediately, and there I go. I'm able to, do my order. So a really, really simple, easy way to do things. And so if you haven't used that, that feature yet, you can use that right away. But it's really, really, really easy. And if you're ever having problems, just reminders, refresh everything. But it's really easy to use this. You can use it on demo or live. And you can also, adjust things. You can, create different kinds of tickets by clicking it. But you can just open a blank ticket, like doing the tear-off ticket feature, or you can open a close-at-market ticket. So, and you can manage your demo and live whether you're on the spread or the binary scanner. The spread scanner is going to work the exact same way. Okay? So you go over here, you're going to find a position that, you want to, do one on, and you just click the button, and it'll open it up for you. Or you can go over here, and you can go to the, spreads themselves. Click on, say, S&P, put it in. Let's say you did a buy contract right here. It's a lot more work because you got to throw that stuff and do the math. And then over here, it'll show up inside your live positions. You can click the, close at market button, which will fill everything in for you automatically. It's on the other screen here. Or you can go in and you can manually click this and put a take profit order in. So let's say if you bought at $16.95, you can say sell at 16. We'll just say 80, or not 80, but about $16.95. So we'll just say 17.02. Okay, so you put 17.02 in there. You hit place order. Now you got a working take profit order and a buy. So now that one's working for you. It's ready to go. And again, you can go back in the sell one you did earlier, and you can take profit back to say buy it back at 10. Put the order in. So now you have an order to take profit on your sold binary and on your bought spread, putting those two pieces together. So, and then to do a trailing stop, it's the same thing. Either you're going to initiate the trailing stop directly from using the scanner. It's a lot easier. Everything's filled in. Or you can do it the difficult way, and you can go in, and you can go to here, you click tear off ticket. Then you can manually fill in and make sure you don't make a mistake. So sell, going to make it that quantity, and then price, and let's say your stop loss is, it's already down at the bottom. So, but let's just say it was like 16.95, to the dollar or something, and then have that thing filled in, and then you can hit place order when you're ready to actually, place the order. Okay. So, but pretty simple, easy to do. The scanner just basically takes all those little bitty steps that are more difficult and makes them really, really easy. And, all the math is done on the contracts for you. How much time's till expiration, buy, sell, is it in the money, at the money, out of the money, what's the break-even distance, what's your maximum risk on the trade, what's your maximum profit potential on the trade, what's your reward-to-risk ratio max on that trade. And then you can filter it down instead of to go through everything. You can go, I don't want to risk more than $100. I want at least 2 hours until expiration, and I'm looking to buy. And then it goes, here's the contract. That's it. So, if you don't like it, you may have to expand out your parameters, or you could just hit reset filters and start over again, and you'll see every contract that's on here. There's a lot of them, and it's probably one of the biggest questions I get. Is people go, well, I'm trying to figure out how to use the scanner. So I've been going over to the platform and sort of best guessing it, and because I haven't quite figured out how to use the scanner. Well, if you can find anything on the platform, you can use the scanner. Okay, the scanner will make it easier. So the thing is, on the scanner, start with nothing. Okay, just reset your filters. Make it really simple on yourself. Okay, what are you looking to do? I'm looking to buy. Well, that's the easiest one. Okay, I think the market's going to go up. All right, and then how much time do you want till expiration? Do you want till the end of the day? Do you want 15 minutes? Do you want at least an hour? How much time do you want? And so you can bring this thing in and you can go, only show me ones that have it, are going to expire in the next 12 hours or less. Or maybe with your schedule in the next hour or 6 hours. Okay? So you say anything from now in the next 6 hours, I want to buy. Then the market's going to go up. And, I want to do premium collection on binaries. So, put $65. So that way you're in the money, okay? Or, leave it at 0, and I'll make an even easier one for you, okay? You could actually just choose in the money. And now it's going to show you the in-the-money contracts that actually meet that requirement. And then, oh, by the way, choose the market, okay? So, you may choose indices or, whatever it is you're watching. Maybe you're looking at a couple things. Maybe you think S&P and Wall Street, that's what you're watching. And so you can go down, and it'll show you all the contracts that meet your criteria, okay? And you go, you know what, I'm not really willing to buy something for $97 that has a $2.50 risk. So, you may take this and take it down to $90. And that'll get rid of some of those for you. See, they drop off the screen once you put the filter in. And now it auto live calculates, and there you go. So what I did is just think about what is it that I want. Because you have to get, if I'm over here, I guarantee I'm going through that process, aren't I? Right? I'm over here, and I'm looking at this, and this is where I'm starting out at. Over here in this finder, and I'm starting out, and I'm going, what do I want to trade? Well, I want to trade a binary or bull spread on an indice. So I want the S&P. Well, that's which one? Binary bull spread. Okay, binary. All right. And then I go, okay, well, the S&P. Okay. Well, then, do I want one that expires at the end of the week? Do I want one that expires in the next, 30 minutes? Do I want one that expires in an hour and a half? Do I want one that expires at the end of the day? One of these three. Any time today is fine. Okay. So then I got to go through here, and now I have to go, okay, well, which one has a price if I want to buy greater than $60? Well, these three. Okay, so I got these two possibilities here, but I wonder what I have over here at the 3 o'clock. Okay, I got this one, and this one, and then what I have, there's one at 2 o'clock. What's at 2 o'clock? Okay, I have this one right here. So there's 6 of them, I think, if I can remember correctly. And you're trying to do all this math, and the prices are changing. Okay? So you're trying to guess. Just go right here. There they are. Live, done for you. There's every potential contract that would work for you. And if you want those 2 o'clocks, you know what? No problem. Just bring them down, bring them in, whatever. But there's nothing at 2 o'clock actually that qualified, at least not right now. And if it does, look, it'll pop up on the screen. Because maybe while you're over here, you're going, oh, there's nothing at 2. Okay, well, I guess I'll check 3. And while you're over here on 3 and 4:15, you have no idea that a 2 o'clock one actually just came in the money, and now you could use it. Because you'd have to go back and check. And when you check, maybe the one that you're thinking about at 3 o'clock, but just in case there's one at 2, I'm going to go over here and check. Well, no, there's not one. You go back over to 3, and then all of a sudden that one's gone. Okay? So, just because the price moves. So you're wasting time. I mean, think about this. If this only helps you capture another $5 because of time not wasted, because maybe $10 because you pick a better binary. Maybe one trade wins that would have lost because you chose a better strike because you found out what it was. Well, every one of those is like $5 or $10. It adds up, and it will save you a ton of money. And that's only on one contract. What if you do 10 contracts? That's $50. Okay, what if you do 10 trades? 10 times, that's $500 difference in your trading. So don't waste time clicking on this when you can go right here, and it's all done for you. Makes it really simple. Makes it really easy. Spend a few minutes one time and think about what it is you want. And once you think about it, it's really simple. I only want in the money, or I want out of the money because I'm doing straddles, okay, or strangles or whatever. And there you go. There's all your strangles. Well, $3, I'm not doing a strangle that far away. That thing's way up there. Okay, so go in and just set a little maximum down here of, $5. There you go. Okay, it'll tighten it up. It'll drop them all off, and you'll see them instantly just disappear. There you go. And I want both directions. Okay, cool. Do both. Now you don't have to calculate both sides on multiple time frames on multiple binaries. And by the way, this is small. We're just looking at the S&P. If you go over and you check out an FX contract, don't talk about getting overwhelmed quick because they have tons of expirations. Okay? Every hour starting at 6 p.m. So it'll make your life a lot easier and let you be a better trader focusing on your charts instead of doing math on picking your contract on the option chain. All right, stay right there. We'll be right back after this break.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective. Direction Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Recently, Basil Chapman has had some outstanding trades in his newsletter, The Opening Call. Each morning by 9 a.m., Basil uploads his newsletter to the TFNN servers so that his subscribers can access his expert trading advice. Basil gives his take on the direction of key indices and updates any active trades that his subscribers are currently in. Just recently, Basil subscribers closed out a short position in Chipotle Mexican Grill, CMG, for more than an $86 profit per share, over a 20% gain in just one position. If you'd like to try out Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, then visit the front page of TFNN.com and click Trading Newsletters. There you'll find Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, where you can request a free sample copy. Also, don't miss Basil's program, The Tiger Technicians Hour, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, on TFNN.
On Wednesday, August 14th and Thursday, August 15th, Tom O'Brien advised his Gold Report subscribers to close out 6 of their 9 open positions, all winning trades ranging from a 10.6% profit to an incredible 48% profit in just one equity. And all 6 of those winning trades had been initiated no earlier than just the previous month. With the 600th weekly Gold Report issue fast approaching, Tom O'Brien brings an incredible wealth of knowledge and experience to the gold market and the equities within the industry. That's almost 12 years since this powerful newsletter first began, and right now you can get a 30-day free trial to the Gold Report by visiting TFNN.com. Make sure you're a subscriber, as this volatile gold market provides trading opportunities after declining all the way from $1,900 to under $1,200 an ounce in only 2 years. Get your 30-day free trial to the Gold Report today by visiting TFNN.com.
Join David White as he keeps you up to date on the latest tech stocks while he uses his Power Law Vector Indicator to identify the best trades. The Power Trading Hour, next on TFNN.
All right, folks, we'll come back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. So, again, just a reminder for you, the scanner, think about what it is you want. You're going through that process on the platform. So go through the same process, but now don't have to hop around everywhere. And just go, how much am I willing to risk on the trade? Do I only want intradays and dailies? Okay. How much time do I want till expiration? Is that a factor? I mean, I could leave this thing open and put intraday and daily only. It'll only show me once they expire today. So the only thing to remember is on Friday, okay, you want to include weeklies, because that is basically like a daily at that point, because it's, only going for one day, because it started out on the Sunday previous there, or the Monday. And then, is there a direction I want to go? Or maybe I want to look at both directions. Maybe I want to go long on S&P and short on oil, or, whatever. And then, you could look at out of the money or in the money. So, or you're not sure, so I'll give you both. So you could use this. You can combine the pieces together. And if you have any questions on any one of those, just let me know. And also there's, right here, sort of will tell you, like whatever you highlight over it, like what it is, what it means. So it's a nice little thing that, sort of makes it simple for you, of, when they expire. But hopefully most of it makes sense to you, but every once in a while somebody gets a little bit lost on it. They're trying to figure it all out. Again, if you're picking a contract to trade, you are already filtering. It's just you're not filtering live because you have to switch back and forth. And so you're not analyzing every possible contract to find the best possible one for the choice at that minute. And so I want to help you do that. And that's why I made it for myself. It's because I didn't want to guesstimate and get close. Because even though, I can tell, I figured out how to sort of get pretty close, pretty quick by looking just at the platform. But again, pretty close could cost me $5 or $10 a contract. If I do 10 contracts, that's $50 to $100. If I do that 10 times a month, that's costing me a pretty penny. If I do it 100 times or 300 times a month, it's costing me a fortune. So why guess when you can know? And why do hard work when you don't have to? Why focus? Do you really want to be staring at this? Here to here to here, or do you want to be looking at the actual S&P 500 chart while you're making your decisions? So I want my focus on the chart. I don't want my focus on an option chain. That doesn't help me at all. So I just want to know I have the best choice and move back over to the chart as quickly as possible. So sure, you want to do the same thing. That's why I built it. That's why I made it for myself, so I could hop back and forth. Same thing on the spreads, live or demo, default quantity for your tickets just makes it easier. And then how much am I willing to risk? What's the minimum amount I want to make? If I want to use a reward to risk ratio, I put that in there. I use that 0.5 unless I'm doing like a straddle, I'll put 1. And then timed expiration. So is there a minimum amount of time I want for it to move? Because if I'm looking for, a decent move, I may want more. I don't necessarily need 4:15, but I also don't want something that's going to expire in 5 minutes. And then break-even distance, if you don't know what that means, don't even worry about it, okay? You can use right here, like at the market means one that doesn't have to move very far, okay? So that's what that means right there. Basically it means plus or minus, 10 ticks from where the market's currently trading. And then, let's see, we got buy and sell on direction, so then just choose your market. And you can just change these up as you want to. One of the features we're going to be adding in when we do the next update with the stop thing is we're going to add in not only some quick buttons like premium collection, butterfly, things like that. We're also going to add in the ability to save, have 3 of your top favorites. So one thing that you always like to use, you'll be able to click that and it'll fill in the filters for you. So some cool things coming. We keep adding to it. Just about every month there's new features built in based on suggestions, things that I'm looking for, things that you're looking for. Just let me know. And I hope you all have a great day, a safe day. And stay tuned. We have another great show coming up for you after this. I'll see you tomorrow right here on the Diagnostic Trading Hour.
Questions are the answer. You want a better life? Ask a better question. My driving force in life is, how can I become the intelligence behind financial freedom? It's why I take massive action. It's why I've invested over 10,000 hours and thousands of dollars to create the answer, the ultimate money machine. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, and on Friday, September 27th, I'll be hosting a one-day online master trader course, The Ultimate Money Machine, where I'll teach you the exact same trading strategies that I use every day when trading the markets and advising my newsletter subscribers. Learn how to precisely identify the market's next move, when to pull the trigger by letting the market commit to you before you commit to it, and how to manage your trade to maximize your results, just as we did in the month of August, when I advised my newsletter subscribers of 11 new trades resulting in 1 loss and a combined profit of 129%. Our next move? It's days away. The cost of this course, $595, less than $2.50 per trading session over the next year. If you're looking for the answer, it's the Ultimate Money Machine. All the details on the front page of TFNN.com.